Nicola Sturgeon claims to speak for Scotland, the country she says she loves, the country she wants to tear out of the United Kingdom because she believes she can make it a better place, a fairer place, a more respectful place. One might reasonably ask now if Nicola Sturgeon is not so much a talisman for a stronger Scotland but rather an anchor weighing it down. If I was an ardent nationalist, I would be desperately wishing the pubs were open over the next few days, as Nicola glows puce with anger and chunters the sulky teenage excuse it was nay me, as she accuses committee members of predetermined prejudice. One thing is clear: whatever verdict is delivered by the formal committee report on Tuesday, Nicola Sturgeon will not accept anything other than a not guilty verdict. It's the equivalent of telling a court you do not accept its authority or respect its right to try you. But one thing is certain: regardless of whether Nicola Sturgeon is to be believed or not, there has been a massive failure of governance. If the staff and civil servants acted without her knowledge, then her leadership and management is not only poor, it is dangerous. If they acted with her knowledge, then she has indeed tried to mislead everyone. Neither failure is acceptable in a First Minister. Ms. Sturgeon's halcyon days of being feted across the world are drawing to a close. Her unrivaled performances in front of a camera should no longer be confused as evidence of a great leader, and the only question now is whether she will go down in history alongside her once powerful running mate as the woman who destroyed the dream of an independent Scotland. The once impenetrable force that was the Scottish National Party is now divided by the warring pair. A new definition is used when talking about nationalists. They are either Sturgeonites or Salmondites. And across Scotland people ask the same question: who is going to win this battle? Of course, the two main players would like to tell you that this is a matter of honor, but for men looking on there is a sense that for either there can be no honor and there will be no winners in this death roll. Legacies and careers are on the line, and behind the scenes civil servants and staffers are trying to decide how much they are risking for the cause. A very senior political strategist once told me that the first question you must ask yourself when a politician offers you a job is, am I willing to take the fall for this person? I am guessing a potential jail term for perjury wasn't the fall they ever imagined they were signing up for. Despite all the scandal, the lies, the division, and the absolute hypocrisy of the SNP, the public's vote in May might still deliver a nationalist government. The First Minister's demise is most likely to come at the hands of those within her party, and they may keep her in place until the voters have pledged their allegiance to the cause. As she directs her venom at opposition members accusing them of predetermining her case, she should really look behind her at those who now resent the cabal that she has created. The husband and wife team who run the party, who claim they keep a clear line between party and government and yet use that movable line to justify their decisions. Nicola Sturgeon is a woman whose confidence belies her insecurities, her lack of trust, and her hatred of anyone who doesn't subscribe to her dream. There is no natural successor, and the pretenders to the throne do not offer the healing qualities that will be needed to bring Scotland back to the genuinely united place it used to be. Nicola Sturgeon's nationalism is one of hatred and name-calling, one that indoctrinates the young and promises them more of everything in the hope that their critical thinking skills have not developed sufficiently to question the logic of the proposition. A proposition without a currency, a financial plan, or a means to pay our pensions. Nicola Sturgeon has led Scotland into decline, and her leadership has been that of a false prophet. Alex Salmond, who facilitated her anointment as leader, may well be her nemesis now, but her fall from grace will come from her own decision making and will be enacted by the very people who revered her not so long ago. She will not go quietly or gracefully, but will require to be dragged out. She will fight to the bitter end, and bitter it will be.